Wear this mask at sunrise, and every man will desire you. But remember, the ones who desire you today can run away tomorrow.
Akosia never imagined her night would end like this. Standing alone on a narrow path with an old woman pressing a strange mask into her palm. But her trouble started long before this moment. Akosia had always been the girl people avoided. Her body was extremely slim, almost broomstick thin. Her eyes bulged, her cheeks were sunken, her lips were too big for her tiny face. In a village where beauty meant curves, hips, full cheeks, and glowing skin, Akosia looked like a walking insult to the word beauty. Every day, groups of curvy village girls would pass her and whisper loudly,
"Hey, see her legs like two mosquito antennas. Looks like she was created with leftover parts. Her body no balance, cra. She be walking skeleton."
Akosia always pretended not to hear, but every word bruised her heart. Then one day, the village announced its yearly grand festival. Music, food, dancing. Everyone would be there. Akosia told herself she wouldn't go, but something in her heart wanted to feel normal just once. So she wore her cleanest clothes, tied her hair, and walked to the festival grounds. The moment she arrived, people shifted away. Women covered their children's eyes. Men looked at her and quickly looked elsewhere. Some laughed, some mocked, but one man did not. A young fisherman named Kojo noticed her sitting alone under a tree. He walked toward her, and the whole festival froze. People whispered, "Ah, Kojo, going to her? Is he blind? Or maybe she do him choo-choo." But Kojo smiled gently and sat beside her. He spoke to her like she was human, something no one had done in a long time. Day after day, he came to see her. Over time, he fell in love with her kindness, her softness, her quiet strength. And soon, Akosia finally experienced something she never thought she deserved: love. They got married, and that is when the village started paying attention. Kojo's fishing business suddenly grew. He bought more nets, his catch tripled. Soon he started selling fish to nearby towns. Then he bought a boat. Within months, Kojo went from a small fisherman to one of the wealthiest men around. The villagers stared at Akosia in disbelief. "Hey, so this ugly girl brings wealth? She carrying some hidden blessing?" But before anyone could figure it out, Kojo disappeared. Not vanished into thin air. No, he simply left. One morning, Akosia woke up and he was gone. Word later reached her that Kojo had moved to a distant town with a curvy, beautiful woman. Akosia cried for weeks, but that was only the beginning. When the village men realized her blessings was real, that any man who married her would become wealthy, they started showing up at her door. Men who once mocked her, men who once refused to sit near her, men who didn't even know her name before. One by one, they married her. And one by one, once the wealth came, they left her. Some relocated to the city, some ran off with prettier, curvier women. Some simply packed and vanished from the village. Every time Akosia's heart broke again, she wasn't looking for wealth. She wasn't looking for men. She only wanted love, someone who would stay. But all she received was pain. After her fourth heartbreak, Akosia couldn't take it anymore. She packed her small bag one night and quietly walked away from the village, determined never to return. That is when the old woman appeared on the narrow path, as if she had been waiting. She held a strange mask, carved with ancient symbols, her voice shaky yet powerful as she won.
"Wear this mask at sunrise, and every man will desire you. But remember, the ones who desire you today can run away tomorrow."
And that was the moment Akosia's new fate began. The mask sat in Akosia's hand, warm, almost alive. The old woman's warning echoed in her ears.
Wear this mask at sunrise, and every man will desire you. But remember, the ones who desire you today can run away tomorrow.
Before Akosia could even speak, the old woman turned and vanished into darkness. Not walked away, vanished, as if swallowed by the night. Akosia stood frozen. The clay mask felt heavy with possibility and danger. She didn't believe in magic, but she believed in pain, and she believed in how deeply she wanted relief from it. By sunrise, her tears had dried. She tied her cloth tighter around her waist, lifted the mask, and placed it over her face. At first, nothing happened, just silence, just wind. Then, heat. A sudden burning was wrapped around her cheeks. Her skin tangled, her heartbeat raised. Light poured from the mask like molten gold. She gasped. The mask cracked once, twice, then shattered into fine dust that floated into her skin like glowing sand. Akosia stumbled back. Her face felt different, like it wasn't hers. She ran to the river, kneeling beside the water. She looked down and almost screamed. The face looking back at her wasn't Akosia. Her cheekbones were full, her lips perfectly shaped, her eyes bright and symmetrical, her skin smooth like polished cocoa, her jaw soft, her hair thick and flowing. She was beautiful, not ordinary beautiful, mythical beautiful, the kind of beauty that pulls breath out of people's chests. Akosia didn't breathe for almost a full minute. She moved her head, the reflection moved. She blinked, it blinked. She touched her face slowly and whispered, "Is this me?" For the first time in her life, she felt no disgust, no pity, no shame. She smiled, the reflection smiled, dazzling, radiant, unreal. Akosia stood up. She didn't run back to the village, she floated. By noon, she reached the village square. The moment she stepped in, the world stopped. Men dropped their calabashes. Women paused mid-conversation. Children froze as if they had seen a goddess. Whispers rippled through the crowd.
Who is she? Where did she come from? Her beauty is not normal.
Even the girls who used to mock her felt their confidence shake like fragile clay pots. Akosia lowered her gaze, nervous yet secretly thrilled. The village chief himself approached her. He bowed slightly.
Beautiful stranger, have we met?
Before she could respond, a young man pushed forward, then another, then another. They surrounded her like bees drawn to nectar. One offered her fruit, another offered to carry her bag, another offered his home for her to rest. Akosia's heart raced. For the first time, men were choosing her, not for wealth, not for blessings, but for desire. Or so she thought. That night, a man named Kwesi, rich, handsome, admired, brought her gifts.
I have never seen anyone like you, beautiful.
Oh, marry me and let me take care of you.
Akosia hesitated. Her old pain flinched, but she wanted love. She wanted to feel wanted. They married in a small but beautiful ceremony. For days, Kwesi treated her like a queen. He adored her. He worshipped the ground she walked on. The entire village whispered with jealousy. But on the seventh morning, Kwesi woke up early, looked at Akosia long and hard, and something strange flickered in his eyes. Fear, confusion, then distance. By sunset, he packed his bag. He left her, just like Kojo, just like the others. Only this time, she was beautiful. Akosia sat alone on the bed, face, but not her fate. Days later, another man approached, then another, then another. They adored her, chased her, worshipped her beauty, married her quickly. But after days or weeks, every single one ran away. It was as though the mask gave her beauty, but drained the love from anyone who came near. The old woman's voice echoed.
But remember, the ones who desire you today can run away tomorrow.
She had mistaken it for a warning. It was a prophecy. Akosia looked into the mirror one day and whispered,
I am beautiful but cursed.
Her face glowed like a goddess, but her heart was rotten with loneliness. The mask had given her everything she wanted, but taken the only thing she ever needed, love. One night, unable to hear the silence of an empty home again, Akosia returned to the same dusty path where she met the old woman.
Please take this beauty back. I don't want it anymore.
The wind blew, the trees bent, and slowly, terribly, the old woman's voice rose from the darkness.
Isn't this what you wanted, child?
The old woman stepped out again, eyes brighter, older, and colder than before.
Child beauty borrowed must be repaid. Child beauty fades, but confidence can move mountains. Then, what do I do now? Simple. You walk as yourself.
The wind curled around Akosia like a living thing, as the old woman's words sank deep into her chest. Her magical beauty, the full cheeks, perfect lips, glowing skin, melted away in soft golden dust, drifting into the night like fireflies. When the light settled, Akosia touched her face. Her sharp cheekbones were back, her big lips returned. Her bulging eyes blinked through tears. Her neck was thin again. Her body, broomstick slim, awkward, uneven, stood trembling in the moonlight. For a moment she felt that old pain rise. The shame, the fear, the memories of laughter and whispers. But then something new rose underneath it. Calm strength. A strange warm boldness that filled her chest like light. The old woman watched her carefully.
You see, your true face was never the problem, your fear was.
Akosia inhaled deeply. For the first time ever, she felt light, untouched by judgment. She stood straight, not hiding her face, not bowing her head, not covering her body with shame.
When you love yourself, child, no one can run from you.
The next morning, Akosia entered the village. Not sneaking, not hiding behind corners, not looking at the ground. She walked tall. People whispered yes, some stared yes, some giggled yes. But this time, Akosia did not flinch. She did not shrink, she did not panic, she didn't care. And then something unexpected happened. A man stepped forward from the crowd. His name was Yao. He looked at Akosia, really looked at her, not at her skin, or her body, or her flaws, at her.
I saw you yesterday. You walked like a queen, even without the beauty people chased. And that is the most beautiful thing I have ever seen.
Akosia blinked, stunned, no shaking voice, no trembling hands, no fear. She simply smiled, a small, honest smile. Days passed, then weeks. Yao stayed. He didn't run. He didn't wake up and leave. He didn't pack his bags. Not because she wore a magical mask, but because she finally wore herself. By the end of the month, Yao took her hand gently,
Akosua, I don't want your magic, I want your heart. Will you marry me?
Yes, I will marry you.
And together, two imperfect souls with perfect courage, they built a life stronger than any spell.
Remember, real beauty isn't borrowed, it lives within.